Oh, we didn't? Okay. So this song is called Prodigal Brother. I wrote this. This song is about the time. It's from my brother's perspective. I'm the prodigal brother in this thing. I rolled into Dallas on a fucking sick bender.
We hate Dallas.
I'm not a big fan either. I rolled into Dallas on a bender, and I rolled up to my brother's house, and I really hadn't seen him in a long time. And we were like having a really great night, me and him and his wife. We were like drinking, like, you know, getting after it. And he woke me up at 7 a.m. the next morning to like go to a Waffle House and sober me up because I had like info dumped a bunch of shit about my life to him, and none of it made any sense. And so I wrote a song about it. This came out
Drugs and alcohol.
a month ago. Drugs and alcohol, yeah. Mama told me that you were doing fine, not in any way that I believe. Are you drunk on a concrete curb right now? Are you high in a town that I ain't seen? Stopped wondering if you're safe and sound. Everybody said they knew better than me. You joke all the time about wanting to die, and everyone he's laughing but me. Will I see you this summer? Are you on the road again? Will my prodigal brother settle down? Dad told me that you were doing fine. You ain't been around in a long, long time. Couldn't tell you that you ain't on my mind, 'cause you tell me that's a goddamn lie. Can't help thinking you should just slow down. Can't help knowing that you're burning out. You joke all the time about wanting to die, and everyone he's laughing but me. Will I see you this summer? Are you on the road again? Will my prodigal brother settle down? Sober you up at a Waffle House. Listen to you tell me shit's not so sweet. Do my best to clear your mind. Feel a little pain before you leave. You can lie to them, but you can't lie to me. Prodigal brother, won't you get some sleep? You joke all the time about wanting to die, and everyone he's laughing but me. Will I see you this summer? Are you on the road again? Will my prodigal brother settle down? Sober you up at a Waffle House. Listen to you tell me shit's not so sweet. Prodigal Brother, streaming everywhere.
This motherfucker's just gonna show up, try to make everybody cry.
Right?
Yeah, so that's my thing.
It's like, yeah, it might be male version of Taylor Swift a little bit. Also, just fucking, yeah, just emo as fuck. God damn it.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't prepped to cry tonight.
You're always prepped to cry.
it's called
Maybe I am.
It's called Emo Country. That's why I named it. I named it Emo Country
Like you named it that, or is that a thing?
Okay, so
You're gonna have to educate me on country music.
Can you change it to Chemo Country?
Oh God, dude.
Just put the emo in the middle.
Jesus Christ!
No, not Jesus Christ. Chemo Country.
So my whole thing. So I started making acoustic emo, and I started. So the Amazing Bozo was like, do you know what the Jester's Privilege is?
Yeah, you get to make fun of the rich people.
Yeah. Because you're wearing the dumbest shit ever, and nobody gives a fuck about you.
That's why we started this podcast. It's all jokes, guys.
Kindred spirits. So it started like that, and I was wearing this Jester's costume, and I made a gay country song for this band in the city called Power Bottom Nightmare. Shout out Power Bottom Nightmare. And they gave me this pair of gold cowboy boots. And like when it happened, I was like in the middle of like trying to decide what I wanted to be, because every time I wrote an emo song, I would like, it'd be emo, and then I would say the word y'all or ain't would come out in the songwriting, and I'd be like, fuck me. Like, I do not sound like I'm from Boston right now or DC. Like, I sound like I'm from fucking Texas. Like, this is not hitting the vibe. And I just like kept, they all ended up being country songs. It just kept turning into country songs. And so I added a cowboy hat and like and the gold cowboy boots to the Jester's costume. And then, like, after the album came out, The Ballad of the Urban Cowboy, I like had to trim the fat because like the costume really didn't make sense to people that liked country music, and I was diving fully into what is called y'alternative, which is something that TikTok. So it's alternative music for people that dress like us, like, you know, that do tattoos and like that like screamo bands and stuff, but are also into like country. So it sort of like lends itself more to like I spend most of my time studying like Hank Williams, like the original Hank Williams, and also Junior. I spent a lot of time with Johnny Cash. Like I'm a big Johnny Paycheck fan. Like anybody that like has like an old soul, like an old sound, like I'm like, okay, I want to do that.
Hank 3.
Not really.
Really?
Well, I don't really listen to Hank 3 just because like I'm still on Hank Junior.
That surprised me just because of like the punk rock
Yeah.
shows and all that stuff.
Do you guys know Yes Ma'am or Littlefoot? Are you guys familiar with like
Littlefoot from Land Before Time?
No, Littlefoot is a Littlefoot is a folk. So in reality, what it's called is folk punk. But I came at it from a different way. But like all the folk punk people here in Houston, which is, by the way, Houston is like huge for folk punk. Days and Days is from here. Escape from the Zoo is from here.
We're old.
Damn it. Pat the Bunny is like the OG guy.
This is for real gonna be the easiest podcast.
Yeah, dude,
I haven't said shit. You'll just go.
I'm like a certified yapatron. Like I'll just fucking talk.
Just remember, we're old.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Pause.
Yeah.
When did you start playing a guitar?
2020. So however long ago that was.
Yeah, it wasn't like childhood. It wasn't. You grew up with instruments.
No. I did grow up with instruments. I did traveling circus band for like 4 years, and I teach marching band professionally. But
the story's gonna get wild.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's gonna get wild.
so for 4 years in a row,
time out on the field.
Starting
time out on the field. Did you just say a traveling circus band?
Yeah, it's called Drum and Bugle Corps. For 4 years, starting at like when I was 17, I hit the road and did an 85-day national tour for the first time. I played Mile High Stadium. I've played the big one is Lucas Oil. I've played Gillette Stadium. Wherever that's I've played the Buffalo Bills Stadium. That one was dope. There's a bar like catty corner to the parking lot.
Yeah. At what point, when you were young, dude, like when you were little, let's start there.
Yeah.
Right. Pre your life as an adult. At what point did you find out that you had something with your voice that people didn't hate? Because every kid tries to sing.
I was in California with this. Actually, like my girlfriend from California had flown into Houston. That's part of the band story. I'm not going to get into that. But
Did you meet her at the circus?
Yeah, we met at the circus.
How'd you guess that?
How'd you guess? But
if
she
you're
has
on the road,
she had like a really nice voice, and she was into singing and playing piano, and I thought it was like the greatest thing ever that my girlfriend could like sing and was like a good singer. And then I was singing like a neck deep song, like in the car, like we were jamming it sitting in Houston traffic. And she's like, you have a nice voice. She's like, this song sucks. She hated neck deep, but like she was like, but you have a nice voice, and it like started to click. Also, when I was I went to music school, and part of like the music ed like degree plan is you have to take methods classes, and one of the methods classes I took was vocal methods. So they teach you how to do things that aren't your primary instrument. I'm a trombone player. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys.
You played in the circus?
Yeah. Well, it's called a baritone. It's like a trumpet version of.
How'd you guess this again?
Yeah.
One more time, we're going to get a lottery ticket.
Yeah, dude. You should at this point, man. So I took a vocal methods jury, and the vocal faculty at U of H asked me to join the non-vocal major choir, and I was like, oh, I have something here. But at that point in my life, I was like, I would rather do drugs. I was like smoking pot for the first time, and I was like, of course, drinking, and
then
there were like way better things to do.
And then in comes the circus.
Well, no, this is mid-circus, actually. That's all happening mid-circus. But then 2020 hit.
Wait. We got to stop again. You joined a circus pre-doing drugs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your
family wasn't part of the circus.
No.
Like you weren't born in the circus.
My parents did marching band, but it's basically traveling circus marching band.
This might be the first time I've heard sober decision join circus.
Yeah.
I met a lot of circus.
I was 17 and they sent me off on the road for so basically
Who's they?
My parents. They were like down. They were like, Mom came on tour, like, and worked in the food truck. There's like it's like a whole thing. Like you sleep in high school gymnasiums on air mattresses, and you rehearse 12 hours a day. It's hard. It's like hard fucking work. And I teach it now.
What circus was this?
Well, it's called Drum Corps International, and it's been around like since like the 50s. Like they brought guys home from World War II, and the baby boom happened. They had a bunch of shithead kids, and in a bunch of these small towns with VFW posts, they like needed something for these shithead kids to do over the summer. So they gave them instruments and made them march around on the field. And then they started to compete against each other in the 70s, and it became like an American
This
culture
almost
phenomenon.
sounds like how the Special Olympics started. Almost.
Yeah, it kind of.
It's close, dude.
No.
It's close. We got a bunch of these fucking people that are kind of annoying. We need to fucking race them, dude. I'm just saying. God damn it. It sounds a lot like it, dude. Oh, it sounds a lot like it.
It's like so drum corps is like an intersection for like that weird band kid. Like, the weird band kid that was like
every band kid.
Yeah, okay, every band kid is really weird, but there was like the super weird band kid that was mildly athletic, and you're like, why is he? What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Okay, well, he probably thought about going and doing drum corps at one point in his life. It's like an 85-day tour.
Yeah, there's a whole world that I've never heard of.
Isn't there a movie about that? Like Drumline or something?
Yeah, but that's like actually a completely different part of the activity. There's
a lot of subsets of drummers.
Yeah, that's historic Black College University HBCU marching band, which is like completely different from corps style. There's actually been like a big cultural movement to like reconcile the two, like as a community. Mainly because like my side of the activity is like getting too expensive. When I marched, the cheapest I paid was $2,800, and that wasn't considering flights out to California because I did 2 years with a group in Texas, and then I did 2 years with a group out in California. And like the most I paid was $3,600. My kids now, I think their fee was like $5,400. So imagine your kid is like, "Hey,
God
Dad,
damn.
I need $5,000 to go run around on a football field for 85 days."
No. You just gonna play football.
Yeah.
They just signing them up for that.
Go get that CTE, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, have you heard of golf? That's cheaper.
Essentially.
You can go get some clubs at the Goodwill.
So because of that, I wanted to be a band director. And I ended up at music ed college at U of H.
You wanted to be the dude with the magic wand?
Yes, I did. And I was going to be really good at it, and I was going to be the best, and whatever.
Wait. We got to pause again, dude. Hey, can you explain that magic wand to me? Because I don't know how it works.
So
every time I've watched, they're not doing anything related to what's going on in the field. It's
So
always
they
off,
are.
right? It's
So they-
always off.
Well, they are. It appears
Every
off
time.
to you.
It's what's supposed to be coming up.
Yes, it takes light travels faster than sound. So there's like actually like a thing, like part of like teaching marching band is the time dilation between the front sideline and the back sideline, and like with the timing source and dude,
the fuck?
we could get into the 8-step grid and like all this
let's
bullshit.
do that.
No, dude, I need like a
This
fucking
is-
whiteboard. I'm not.
You just
getting
turned
into
my
this
nerd
with you,
brain
dude.
on. I was like, I've never thought of that before.
It's like a whole
But yeah, when you run track, you're looking for the smoke from the gun.
Yes,
If
yep.
you take off when you hear it, you're late.
Yes.
I've never thought of this, dude.
If you imagine it, the beat happens in the same place every time, and then the and is here. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so like the hand, like you can like affect like an ensemble's breathing, like how they breathe to play the next note by like doing like a motion, and you can like. If they're like doing stuff like this, that's like volume, and you can communicate non-verbally to an ensemble while they're like playing and stuff. I was gonna do that. That was gonna be my thing.
Did all of this originate from military stuff?
Yes.
Damn.
Well, some of it is from the Europeans and the like classical music and stuff, but my side of it
The
is
Roman
it's all
Empire.
from military.
The drummer boy with the shit wrapped
Yeah.
around his
Yes,
head.
yes, yeah. I wore what was called an Aussie for 4 years. It's like a cowboy hat, but like it's flat on one side and it's like this, and like
Is that like the same thing that the baton twirlers wear?
No, those are Shakos. We wore, dude. It's like a whole thing, man.
Yeah, it's a whole world.
We could like,
It's a whole fucking world.
Really it is.
it'd be like a 4-episode series, and everybody would be like, Josh, like, why did you go on the podcast to talk about country music and end up at marching band?
Dude, you know
okay.
why?
Why?
Because there's other people interested.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
I teach it professionally now.
And I've never heard this conversation before.
Right. Like ever. This has never been explained to me.
Never even thought about
So in a
this
week,
conversation.
I'm going to be in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, teaching the group that I teach. And the group that I'm teaching now is the group that I actually started with. I got good enough in my career, and I've taught with the best of the best, and I've worked with the best of the best, and been the best that I could be. And I ended up back at the place I started, which is like really dope because they're what's called world class. There's open class and world class, and like world class is like the NFL. Like we literally have our own Patriots. They're called the Blue Devils. They win every year. They're the Patriots, or Mercedes if you're a Formula One fan. Shout out Lewis Hamilton.
Who's like the Tom Brady of that team?
You don't want to. Yeah, there's being
There's like
a-
somebody that stands out in that marching line, right? Like
No, being that person is cringe. Like it's cringe to to not fit in. It, like I've always said this, like, and somebody's gonna see this and get mad at me about it, but people have been getting mad at me
That's
about
okay,
saying
dude.
shit like
Yeah.
this
We're used
for
to it.
like since I started, and this is my
Nobody's gonna see this.
this is my 8th year teaching.
yeah. Yeah.
People that like have because like the activity is mainly educational and it's like with so you're only allowed to march between the ages of 15 and 21. And if you turn 21 over the summer, you're allowed to march when you're 22. I stopped marching for a completely different reason, but it is like there's like a ton of problems that like having a 15-year-old and a 21-year-old on the same tour bus is like kind of those present problems and stuff. But I think that it's kind of like predatory to like have like a social media presence that's focused and targeted at like that young group in the activity when you're like 25. Like get a job, dude. And yeah, dude, that's from somebody. I substitute teach, and like I do this. So like, telling somebody to get a job, like that's kind of a big stone. But like, I think it's weird. So okay, so I'm in college. I have spent 6 years. I'm at year 5 at this point when COVID hits. It took me 6 years to finish a music minor, just because like college was hard, and I've got all these mental health problems, and God, dude, do I love smoking pot at the time. Like, bro, I was like in the clutches, man. And okay, COVID hits, the grading scale changes, my college career turns around, I'm gonna make it out in 2 years. I'm like, dude, I finished my theory minor. I was like, because I had changed to like a liberal studies degree, which at U of H you get 3 minors. in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. You go in front of a capstone. You like do a capstone project to defend your time in college, and then they give you a bachelor's degree and tell you to fuck off. So like a year and a half prior to fucking off, I picked up a guitar and I was like, dude, I need to make something of this. And I'd always wanted to be in a band, and I'd always wanted to write songs since I was like in the first grade. Like I always wanted to do this. And I chose instrumental music, and I always told myself, like, I was like, oh, you're making the mature choice. And then I was like, fuck the mature choice. Like, I want to write shitty emo breakup songs. Like, I love the story so far, and like Title Fight and Citizen, fucking old hardcore. Like I fucking, okay, I can't hang at the hardcore show. Like I'm at the edge of the pit. Like, please don't touch me, dude. Like I'm sweaty right now. And like, this is like, I'm a little overstimulated, but like, I like listening to the music and like hardcore and post-hardcore and emo. Shit, I fucking love grunge, man.
Dude, your brain is interesting, dude. It's like, it's worse than mine. You are fucking all over the place. I love it. Right?
I left to come here. My mom was like, remember to finish your story.
We forgot the story you were telling.
I finished it. I like just finished it. We were at like, when did I pick up guitar?
Oh, that shit's so tight.
So I'm going to open mics, and I'm like wearing the costume because I didn't.
This is the jester costume.
Yeah, he answered the question. He just chose the long way, dude.
Yeah.
He likes the scenic route.
I didn't want to get up at somebody's open mic and like.
He knows we got a couple hours to kill.
And get ignored by anybody with a phone. I wasn't going to put the time to writing this music and then just like, oh, like, here's another dude wearing a Carhartt shirt and short shorts with shitty tattoos on his knee playing emo breakup songs. Like, boring. So the other thing was I wanted to write songs that maybe were about like, maybe like flirting with, like dying and maybe not wanting to live and stuff. And like, I didn't want to get committed, like I didn't want everybody to be like, oh, he's in trouble. Because I had gone to therapy about it. And my therapist had told me, that was like a good coping mechanism was to write songs about it. Yeah, so I was doing what I was supposed to do. But I didn't expect anybody to believe me.
Further, most therapists would say, "Hey, you should write this stuff down."
Yeah,
and you're like, "Oh no, I'm putting a guitar to it.
I'm going to publish it.
It's going to rhyme."
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking sing it out loud to people.
Yeah, and my friends came to the first open mic, and like I like stood back there and I was like, hey, like when I come out in the costume, you cannot pretend like this is weird. Like I need you guys to just lose your shit. And they were like, the chick on the microphone, she goes, her name's Lucy, by the way, a great person. Lucy goes, this is at Darwin's Pub. Fuck Darwin's Pub. I love Darwin's Pub, but like they're closed and fuck them, man. I mean, we had the most toxic relationship. They would let me. I did my album release there. I came up there. They let me do whatever I wanted. Like they put I could book shows whenever I wanted to, but also like the regulars were so rude about having to pay a $10 cover, and then they would just like sit outside the bar and like not buy anything
and burn heat rockets.
Yeah, they would just like sit outside the bar and smoke cigarettes. But they wouldn't they would still listen, you can still hear it. And I was, they'd be like, no, I'm not paying no fucking cover. Like, dude, like this was on the Instagram for like 3 weeks. Everybody else paid cover.
How do you really feel about it?
Yeah.
Let it out.
The bar's closed. My first fans were the first time I headlined, I played to the bartenders, the owner's son, and his girlfriend. And her name is Kira. Kira does a lot of my visual design. Kira did my logo. Like, I love Keon and Kira. I love them. But, really my first fans...
Wait.
My first...
Pause.
Are you the reason this bar is
20
closed?
times. Okay, wait. We're going to try something different.
Okay.
We're going to say pause a lot.
Okay.
And we're just going to reel you back in.
All right, cool.
You
need to do that.
Yeah, we're going to get this down.
Yes.
Check it out. Before we do that, I think your voice is awesome. You have something special. There's something about you.
You really like it?
The way you're carrying yourself, especially in this uncomfortable situation, yeah, you have something that's like that rock star quality. You have it.
Yeah, okay. You just said, are we rolling? And just started playing.
Yeah. You have the thing.
I needed to hear that, man.
But all I'm hearing from you, the way you're perceiving it and like spitting it out, is that you're worried that other people
constantly
need to like it.
Dude, I ride my...
Dude, the second you drop that and you're just making music because you want to, like, you got it.
I'm working on that. Like I'm making the music that I want to make right now. Like,
Right.
I'm kind of in like a good, like I've hit my stride as a writer, I think, right now, and like the songs that I'm writing are the ones that I want them to be. I am like I'm addicted to analytics. Like TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah, no, you got to turn that shit off.
Every day I go and look. Like,
You know
are
what
we
you
on an
need to do?
uptick or a
You need to
downtick?
find a BJ that looks at that so you don't have to.
Yeah, I need a really big team, and we need some really big
'cause
rings,
that'll
man.
ruin you.
Yeah.
That'll fucking ruin you.
Before I put the album out, I would like wake up in a cold sweat, and I would go listen to the whole thing at like 3 a.m. I got to be at work. I got to wake up for work in 3 hours, and I'm listening to 55 minutes worth of music because I was like, do I really want to say this? Is this what I want it to be? Like I wake up in a cold sweat about it. And then I put it out and everybody was like, thought it was great. And like, I've done
every detail that you're thinking about.
Yeah.
No one notices.
We did like 50, I think I'm at 15,000 streams right now.
Yeah,
Is it the Amazing Bozo?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ballad of the
right?
Urban Cowboy. The Ballad of the Urban Cowboy. Which I hadn't seen the movie. I hadn't seen the movie Urban Cowboy before I made the album. And then I watched the movie Urban Cowboy and I was like, wow, like I ticked all my boxes, man. We like hit all of these like fucking points. So yeah, like I definitely like constantly worry like, oh dude, like are people gonna like this? But like there's this kid out in West Texas, I think he lives in like Midland, like he lives out past San Antonio, and he goes to Cowboy Church. He's in high school, he's learning guitar, and he's a bull rider, and he likes my music, okay?
Yeah.
So, like, as far as the country, like, as far as aiming your country music at someone, like, if that kid likes your music, like...
Yeah, you're good.
So were you a country music fan?
No, I wasn't. And then I was.
Except for the old stuff. But that's a different... that's a different thing.
It was always like I would listen to George Strait and I'd be like, man, I like this. But then you like listen to country radio, like shit like Florida Georgia Line and Morgan Wallen. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't like this. Like, I don't like this at all. That fucking Applebee's song, man. Like, I hate that song. Like, that's not good music.
Do you know the song that he's talking about? I don't either.
Oh,
What's the
fucking
Applebee's
clue.
song?
Like Applebee's on fire. Yeah, dude, it's it's awful.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to do that either.
It like so like there's like this and I'm in school, and like when you're in music school they sort of like don't treat like this like the DIY music, like writing your own music and going out and performing it at bars and stuff.
Yeah, they're not teaching you to be an individual. They're
No.
teaching you to go work a job for someone.
Yes,
Right, that's what school is.
And so I was like, I didn't see it as an option, and then my therapist at the time was like a working saxophone player, and he was like, no, dude, you should do it. It's like I had like a meeting with him, and he was like, go find like an open mic. And I went back, and I hadn't found an open mic, and he was like, okay, well, go to this one. And I was like, oh, fuck. All right.
And then he's sitting there, and you're like, oh, shit.
And I was like, oh, fuck, man, now I have to do it. Like, yeah.
Do you mind saying that person's name?
His name is Wesley.
Wesley.
He,
I want to say Matt was talking about somebody downtown. Is he downtown?
Yeah.
That played sax one day when I was talking to him.
he,
Side note, my brain's escaping the conversation.
So I graduated from
Pause.
therapy.
No,
Wesley
pause.
Wesley was my like second therapist, and like he was like, hey, like I'm moving to other things, like a different job. Like I'm gonna like go open my own office. And I was like, he was like, do you like want to like follow me there? Blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, I think I'm like ready, like to raw dog this shit. Like go, I'm like like at some point you have to take the jump and like where I was at with it, and like I was going like once a month, once every 3 weeks, like I'm not like in
How
therapy.
long ago was that?
That was 2022. That was 2022. Yeah.
Okay. Not too terribly
that
long
was
ago.
like when I started so really I've been in the scene for like 2 years. There's a local organizer named Hotel Chlorine that reached out to me, and I opened a show at House of J, which is they're kind of still around, but they're kind of not. And like I hosted the show for them as Bozo, and like the bands that I met there are like I met Mother Ghost, and Thomas from Mother Ghost recorded Prodigal Brother for me. I met my producer H Town Swanga. Shout out H Town Swanga.
Swanger.
So H-Town Swanga, I met him at Darwin's, and he recorded the album for me on vintage chromium tapes on a vintage 8-track in his deli. Like he's like a delicatessen owner.
And yeah, as much as you hate that fucking bar, look at all the doors it opened.
Yeah, Darwin's opened like a billion doors for me.
Yeah.
Hotel Chlorine only reached out to me because Kira told Hotel Chlorine's their name is Julia. Julia only reached out to me because Kira from Darwin's told Julia about it. Like Darwin's at the end of it, I was like, good riddance, you're closing and being something else. Like, whatever, man. But like,
Have you ever given Kira a high five?
yes.
Okay.
Kira,
Jet paid.
Okay, because Kira sounds like she's deserving of a high five.
Kira, the thing that Kira loves the most is that I use the logo asset that she made me in memes that I put on my Instagram story. If you like the Amazing Bozo, you should try Therapy. Like, that's her logo.
Yeah,
and she was like, I'm putting this on my resume that like somebody's used it like in memes. Like she's like been my biggest fan for like a long time. And like we were complete strangers before I like got up and like, you know, she wrote like the first like bio of me. Like, also, speaking of bios, I'm the White Oak Music Hall local artist. The presented by Deep Eddy White Oak Music Hall local artist of the month for the month of May.
That's tight.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's
They
tight.
cold called me about that shit, and I was like having a really shitty day. I was having a really bad day, and I opened my email and I was like, I like ran around the house. I was like, Mom.
Do you have a lot of shitty days?
Oh yeah, like every other day is like a shitty day.
Oh,
Dude.
yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you just gotta fucking. One day, like, I'll look up and this will all have been worth it, and like, I'll be like, damn.
Yeah, you just gotta
Yeah.
take your
Yeah,
licks
exactly.
and just
Yeah.
keep moving forward, man.
I mean, that's a guy thing.
Take your fucking licks and go.
Yeah, not many people are gonna love you. Not many people are gonna appreciate you.
But
Just
it's
fucking wake up
fucking
and
life.
get after it.
Yep.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you seem invested in this.
Yes, very.
This is all you want to do, right?
Yeah, it's all I want to do.
So
like, it's gonna kill me if I don't do this.
yeah, if you had to define success with it, what would that look like?
So
That look.
He's thought about
that
it.
look. Oh,
He's thought
fuck.
about it.
yeah, I have. So Johnny Cash is in both the Songwriters Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I think that would be enough for me. And I've
Dang.
said that to people before, and they're like, "Dude, like that's kind of a lofty goal." And
Yeah, no. Yeah, and don't take this the wrong way.
That's fucking
You're
crazy.
gonna kill yourself doing it.
yeah, oh yeah,
But that's what's
whatever.
gonna make it good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking
I
tight.
think like I've toyed around with the idea of like I'll know I've made it when like I get invited to the Grammys and I turn them down, or like, you know, when Nashville reaches out and I'm like, no, I don't want to be man, I want to be in Nashville or whatever. And, you know, should I be so lucky? You know what I mean? But like,
yeah.
really, it's,
Also, maybe until that stuff happens, though, you might want to tone it down a bit. I want to tone it down just a little bit.
I had like a very bad view of Nashville, and then Stephanie Joyce came in and was like doing a tour in Texas, and we played Darwin's together, and she was wonderful, and her like the Nashville standard that she like brought into the room was just like almost exactly what I had been operating under, just like, you know, toned up a little bit, and maybe like with a few more like when you enter in the agreement to do the show, like she had like a few more like rehearsed, like, oh, like ask for this, are we doing this? Then I, you know, like a little less seat of the pants than I'd been running things, and I was like, oh, like, okay, I guess you guys aren't so bad, you know, fucking, you know,
Yeah,
maybe I
also-
should shut up.
And also, like, once you're able to kick the day job because that's working
Yeah.
so well, is like you have a lot more time to think about those things and put them in
Yeah,
place.
I have a band, you know,
she
like
had
a
a-
band is coming along.
She had a few more standard operating procedures.
Yes, she
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
And
those systems in place are very important.
yeah, they are.
matter what
'cause
you're doing.
You get fucking hosed sometimes.
Yep. You
And
get hosed a lot.
getting hosed hurts. Like, I'm like, "Ugh, how did I let this happen?
Yeah,
It's like
fuck
a
it.
pride thing too, right?
Yeah.
A lot of that shit to me, that's just like, I don't know. I always let that shit just roll off my back. That shit don't even phase me.
That shit's a learning curve.
Yeah, it don't even phase me. That's just Tuesday, dude. Fuck it.
Because look, we're guys, we're stupid.
Yeah,
Like we got to
yeah.
get fucked up to learn a lesson.
Yeah, I'm gonna run boner first in the wall every time. You're
Yeah.
gonna hear a snap. I'm gonna say ow.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Tomorrow
may-
comes, I'm
maybe
gonna
I
do that
should-
again.
Maybe I shouldn't do that again.
Yeah,
2 days later, whop again.
Yeah, dude.
It's like fuck,
it happens. It
shit.
happens.
It like definitely like sometimes like you work, that's like the thing is like you never know what you're gonna get, but then like sometimes people don't like it when you're like, hey, no, like that's not up to standard. Like they're like, oh man, like you don't want to play for exposure. Like this dude hit me up like yesterday and was like, hey, like there's going to be industry professionals in the city.
Yeah.
Like come play in front of them. And I was like, bet, dude, show me the sign up. He sent me the sign up and I was like, dude, this is $35. Like I'm not paying you $35 to get on stage. He goes, hey man, like you should go back and read the description, blah, blah, blah. Like that's not what this is, blah, blah, blah. And then I read it and it was exactly what I thought it was, which is you pay this dude $35 and he lets you play a song in front of these guys. And I was like, dude, like I could just record a demo in front of my phone of a song that I'm writing and put it on TikTok and like 8 people would tell me how they thought about it, like unwarranted for free. Like I'm not paying you money for exposure.
Right, yeah.
I don't.
No, that's just
Yeah.
slave labor. Everybody tries to
Yeah.
get people to do that.
The internet is a thing.
The internet is a thing.
Yeah.
I could ask Chat GPT what it thought. Not that I'm going to do that. I'm actually very opposed to using Chat GPT.
Oh no, dude, use it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Um,
It's just a new tool.
Yeah, no, dude, no, I don't think. I don't want. I want it to all be homegrown because, like, if AI blows up as like an art tool, then you're like, oh well,
Hey,
I did all my shit myself.
it already has.
Yeah, I know. It has.
But as far as like the music goes, you can tell the AI
Yeah.
shit. Like
Yeah.
there's it just doesn't have that. It doesn't have that spark.
At the moment,
It
it'll change.
lacks imperfection, and like imperfection is what makes like a good song.
Exactly.
Like Bob Dylan sounds
I'm
like
all-
shit.
I
man.
don't think y'all giving that computer enough credit. You
I think
that
you give it
computer
way too
can't make
much.
mistakes on purpose?
I think you give it too much
Dude,
because
I
you
don't know.
just got an iPad.
Dude,
Ooh.
3 months ago.
No way, man.
Game changing.
Is that an Android right there? Are you an Android man?
No, it's an iPhone.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I might be switching soon, though, because they're like putting that fucking AI shit on it.
Yeah, dude.
You heard about that? Are they putting it on the fucking thing?
I don't know.
I don't. That just sounds like 5 gigs on my storage that they're gonna like devote to an AI.
They're gonna try to push us to these like pocket AI things, and our phones are just gonna be for like consuming content, and that's it.
I mean, that's how they are right now.
Yeah, it's
They're so
I don't know.
stupid.
I don't know who gives a
There's
fuck
a,
about
yeah,
a
there's
phone.
a famous quote from Waylon Jennings. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I'm very.
Yeah, he's kind of the shit. But yeah, he told Willie Nelson a long time ago, you don't have to go to Nashville.
Yeah.
Do what you're doing where you're at. Nashville will come to you.
Yeah, that's what.
But yeah, the exposure gigs, I can relate to that with tattooing.
Really.
Especially with younger tattooers, it's like all their friends want to get tattooed for fucking nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if somebody thinks they're anything,
Guilty.
they just expect some kind of hookup. But it's like,
It's.
it doesn't work like that, man. That's how they
Yeah.
fucking buy their groceries and pay their bills.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my wife about this the other day. She was talking about one of her friends that does something, and then this other chick that does it for cheaper. But she was like, "I'd rather go to my friend and pay more." I was
Yeah.
like, I don't understand people that go to their homeboy and want like a deal
It makes
on
no
stuff.
sense.
Like I don't
you're not
get
helping
it.
your
I would
friends that
rather
way.
I'd rather pay.
Don't ask me to get into the show for free when cover is only $10.
Yeah,
man.
I would
You can't
rather-
give $10, bro.
Yeah.
I would rather pay you
Well, this is what
more
this
than
is
the
also,
dude down the road because at least I know it's going to you.
right.
Yeah.
But this is also why there's so few small cool venues left in Houston.
Yeah. Shout out to
They
Trip
can't
6.
keep their fucking doors open
Shout out to
because
Trip
everybody
6.
just wants to get in for free and they complain, even if it's a $6 cover.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if you went to a big fucking show, tickets are starting at like $150 for nosebleed.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
they-
and
then-
$10
and then
ain't shit.
nobody complains about $150 for nosebleed,
Right.
and then $85 in fees on top of that.
Parking at White Oak is really expensive. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. And Houston's transit sucks, so you kind of do have to drive over there.
White Oak
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty dope though.
White Oak is very dope, though.
I went and saw the first before White Oak was even open when Raven Tower was the only thing open.
Oh hell yeah!
I went and saw the Bronx
Ooh,
in Raven Tower.
I bet
My
that shit was
My
tight.
wife and I got in for $4. It was the fucking shit. It was the loudest fucking thing I've ever been to. Homeboy did the singer did I don't know his name. The singer did 7/8 the show from the middle of the pit.
Oh,
it was the
fuck
best
yeah.
shit ever. My ears, I couldn't hear the next day because it was just a metal fucking machine shop with no soundproofing at all. And loud. It was fucking incredible. It was the best time of my life.
So I play most of the venues I play aren't now. This is an oxymoron because on Wednesday I'm playing Dan Electro's, and Dan Electro's has country music all the time. But most of the time I'm playing country music places that don't hear country music a lot, like Trip 6, 1810 Ojamin, who, like, by the way, if you can catch a show at 1810 Ojamin, you should go. The sound guys there are incredible.
I've literally never heard of that
It's on
place.
it's like if Houston is here, it's on the northwest. Yeah, it's on the northwest side of town, kind of like over here. White Swan.
Because you're old.
Yeah, dude, it's because you're old.
Fuck yeah.
But
I'm
like,
aware.
If you don't want to be the oldest guy in the room, you should go to Trip 6. Like the people at Trip 6 are kind of like you
They're
guys'
all old,
age.
man.
Yeah.
I've literally never heard of that either.
Look,
Dude, it's dope.
everybody that used to play shows here in Houston when they were in their 20s. They're all in their 40s now.
Yeah.
That's the crowd.
Natsuo doesn't do shows anymore. I've played Avant Garden. I played The End one time. It was weird. I played Lazy Days is over. There's a place in Pasadena called Lazy Days that does shows sometimes. I saw a really good show there. I've thrown 2 shows that did not return on the promise I made the owners on the people that would show up. But we'll figure that one out. When I figure that one out, you guys will know. Okay.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes.
Do you have any music videos out?
No, we're working on one. So the single that comes out in 2 days, Jesus Knew Some Sinners, there's a guy, his name is Joey. His @ is like JJ Mack is whack or something like that. But I played a show at White Swan, so I played a Halloween show at White Swan, like last year's Halloween, and that's when I came out as full cowboy. Like I was going full urban cowboy, and Urban Cowboy is set in Houston. So the bar that it takes place at, Gillies, is in Pasadena, and I grew up 10 minutes from where it used to be. So like, as far as checking boxes of being things of not, as far as not being something that you're not, like being something that you are, like Bozo's an urban cowboy. So I met this guy that
Bozo's an urban cowboy.
I met this guy that's gonna make. We're gonna make a music video together. At some point soon. He's worked with other bands that I'm friends with, like Pal Swept and dude, you guys need to get in the scene, man. You guys are
I just
really into it.
I just got this vision of you for real with clown makeup on and gold boots.
I
Just
actually
jumping
never
on a fucking bull, dude, and seeing what happens.
I never put clown makeup on. I didn't want people to think I was trying to be the Joker.
No, dude, clown makeup, not Joker makeup.
Yeah, but the Joker wears clown makeup and
Kinda. He wears fucking lipstick.
Yeah, he does. I didn't like. I wanted it to be
The original Joker was more clownish than
Yeah.
like the later one.
I wanted it to be a jester. Like it was specific to this. Like there's a meme that went around, and the meme is just this painting of this. So the original Sad Clown is a painting of a court jester named Stanchik in like medieval Poland, and he's like sitting there like this. And in the painting, you can see like a newspaper headline that his country has just been invaded or something. And in the back of the painting, you can see a party going on. And like that's like the whole impetus for like the feeling of what Bozo is that it doesn't matter. Like you run in there and tell everybody that the country just got invaded, but they're all drunk.
How did you get to Bozo from Jester?
Okay. So you guys are older, and so Bozo means something to you. Mm-hmm. To me, like Bozo is just like something from street talk from New York. Like like the word Bozo disseminated out of New York through TikTok, and it was just like I was trying to come up with a fun Instagram. A fun TikTok name when I made my TikTok, and I went with Bozo Baggins, and then.
I like that.
Yeah, but dude,
It's got a nice ring.
Yeah,
to
it does.
Holy shit.
But like the like I was like, dude, like that copyright lawsuit is gonna be fucked. So I like changed it, and then I wanted to just be Bozo. And yeah, I did my research on Bozo the Clown, and I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know, it didn't really just like spark any sort of inspiration to me. Like,
yeah, that's all I'm hearing is like just the verbal disconnect
yeah.
of you wanting it to be this thing of the jester.
Yeah.
But the word bozo is like, takes it clown, not jester.
Yeah, yeah. So I kept the name. So when I went Urban Cowboy, I was like, I'm not about to rebrand the name because I don't want to like that fucks up the algorithm. Like and like the search like people finding me that kind of like fucks it up. But
bozo works.
it does work. Yeah. But when I was looking, I pay money. I pay like this bot like 40.
Wait, pause. Hey, when he's about to tell this hooker story, we do not condone what he's doing.
Whoa.
You shouldn't go out and find a hooker. Okay, you pay money for what?
I pay for not like an AI, like a robot. It's called DistroKid. I pay it $40 a year, and what it lets me do is I get to choose the name of my label, and I choose my name, and I pay it. I feed it my masters, and it like uploads my music to like everything. It talks to the streaming services for me. It makes, those videos like when you look up an artist on YouTube and it's like the album cover blurred out and then the album cover on top of it, and it's like Coulter Wall topic, and then like it auto generates those videos for me. When I was making my like artist profile on DistroKid, I just put in Bozo, and somewhere like naively I was like, nobody's had this idea. Like 150 people were already Bozo. And it was like, you can be Bozo 151. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, okay, like imagine your name in lights. What would look good? And then I was like, the Amazing Bozo. And no results came up. And I was like, fuck it, man. Like I hit the button. Like now we're
You know what I think the best part about that name is?
What?
If you saw that on a sign, you would have no fucking idea what you're walking
Mm-hmm.
into.
Yes.
No idea. No clue.
That's the best.
Like, well, you'd have an idea,
But then you got
it's not.
But you got
it's
the
not-
ammo though. Even an unsuspecting person is going to walk in and then they're going to go, "Oh,
Yeah, like
it's
happened
still a
before.
good show."
Like if I saw that
It's
on a
happened
sign
before.
and I walked in, I would have an idea what's going to happen. But then when you came out and did a song like you just did, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
didn't know
that's not at all what I was fucking what I saw coming. Not even close.
dude.
I always said like my goal is to like hurt everybody's feelings like at the show. Like I had to like live through this like intensely emotional thing, and now I want you to live through it, and I want you to like
Fucking dick.
I want you to feel it. Yeah, dude. I want you to feel. I hope you guys have got brothers or something. I hope you're thinking about your
man.
brother right now, man, or your sister, or your cousin you ain't seen in a while. Your mama,
straight up.
like it. I like.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding earlier. I was like, "Look, the fucker showed up trying to make everybody cry."
Yeah, dude, I've got worse ones. Okay. Yeah, there's more. There's more in the tank, man. I've got a song called "I've Got the Spins and I Need to Throw Up," and it's about my best friend Diego, and it's literally like about like we were like drunk at 3 a.m. and we got back to like where we were staying in San Antonio, and this girl who's like not. They broke up. They specifically broke up. But she's like calling him and like, oh, like call me when you got a chance. He's like, okay, well, the show's not over, like blah, blah, blah. And so she's like waiting, and then they're like up till 5 a.m. Like, and we had just been on a sick one. And she like kept calling him and like, like not my girlfriend. Specifically, you broke up with me, but you were doing girlfriend, boyfriend things. Like, I've got a song called Cry Baby.
Sounds like some young people
Yeah,
shit.
hang on, pause just a second. Hey guys, he's about to tell us about how he hid the hookers so the girl could come over. Again, we do not condone you go get a bunch of hookers, but live your life, dude. Have a
No,
good
so
time with it.
I was at
As long as you can afford it.
Yeah.
I was at I actually
Hooker
told,
needs to eat too. That's all
I
I'm
told
saying.
somebody this the other day. They're like, Josh, like, how are all of these songs about different women? And I was like, well, I fall in love like once a year. I wrote this song called Cry Baby.
So how old?
Oh, wait,
are you?
wait.
So
I'm
how old-
26.
You're 26.
I turned
So-
27.
We got to
next
go
month.
back to who threw up.
But how old were you when you had your first girlfriend?
Oh, dude, I was like 7th grade.
So that would be
A lot of
Like,
them.
Like
yeah, there's a
11?
lot of them. Yeah.
like 11. You're 26.
Yeah.
So you got 25 songs in you. At least.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got like an hour and a half of bangers about yeah. There's one song. There's one song that's about the wrongs that I have done, and we're working on digging into self-reflection a little bit more.
I'm a little decent at math though. That math didn't math up
It
at
didn't,
all.
but I was gonna let it ride.
There's one, maybe two of those heartbreaks that were worse. Each one of those is a whole album.
There's like 6.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Those other
That's
ones
true.
are just fillers.
That's
like
true.
6.
That's like the third fucking album when you've already fucking everybody knows who you are, and then you got to make a shitty one, and then you got to do a comeback after. Yeah.
Well, there's
that's
like
what those ones are.
There's
for.
like maybe 4 or 5 that are like there's enough like emotional content to write a song about.
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you. If you're touching the bottom of this thing, it'll cut the volume out.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
It's all right. You're talking loud enough. Everybody still heard.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
I've been doing that like the whole time. So
Yeah,
thank
you
for
know how to
catching me.
project.
Okay, cool. So there's like 4 or 5 that like, and people have started to use so you're like the dude Taylor Swift like thing.
Yeah.
Me. And like, that's funny because I really don't listen to Taylor Swift and I really am not, but like also like, I'm pretty decent with like writing a heartbreak song and like some of these women like pay no rent in my heart and I really want the best for them. And like some of them, I hope that they get everything that they've ever wanted and I never have to hear anything about it. And I hope that they fucking die in a fire. Like some of them, but like that's everyone. Like there are some where you're like, man, like she got away. And there's others where you're like, thank God, man. And my friends were like, what were you thinking?
Those ones,
I don't know.
if they hear the song about them, will they know?
So the first EP is called You'd Know If This Was About You. And the joke,
you remember that time you licked peanut butter off my balls while the dog was sitting in the corner of the room staring?
The joke is that I wrote a bunch of acoustic emo songs about like a bunch of girls, but like really the songs are about me. So you'd know if the song was about you because the songs aren't about you. The songs are all about me. That's like the whole Bozo thing. Really, is that the songs all sound like they're about somebody else, but really like they're like their self commentary like hidden behind like the vehicle of this being a breakup song or this being like I miss this girl that hates my guts now. Like they're all really like they're all really about me. Like it's all about me. That sounds narcissistic. I brought it up with my therapist. He said that narcissists don't go to therapy and ask if they're being narcissists about something. So like we're in the clear.
That's probably a true statement.
Well, another thing about a narcissist is they're not going to care too much if somebody burns in a fire later. You're emotionally attached to other people in that kind of way.
Yeah,
so
I am.
you might come off a little bit like the N-word.
Yeah,
Not so much.
Don't call it that, man.
Not so much though, dude.
Oh, dude.
That'll get people to stay away from it, won't it? Wait, what time are we at already? I feel like this one's fun. I've only said like 4 sentences. This fucking rules.
There's 10 minutes left
Of the first hour.
of the first. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, for those of y'all that don't know, there'll be a Patreon link below. You can give us a little bit of money instead of going to McDonald's this fucking week.
Yeah,
You
pay
get a
that
whole month
fucking
of, like,
cover.
hey, pay
We
these
just,
guys.
we
Cool
just went
episode.
over this.
Yeah, we just went over.
Yeah, we just
cover.
went over this. Yeah.
Dude, do you guys want to hear my favorite tattoo
Yes.
story? Okay, so
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you want to hear? Yeah.
this is so. I don't know if you can see, but Nat did this one.
Yeah. We can all see that.
Okay, so
I like how it's blank.
first of all,
It's the best, dude. First of all, just waiting for later, dude.
Nat.
Or
Shout
fuck
out
it.
Nat.
No. Go with that N-word, dude. Put me in that motherfucker.
No, dude. Hell no, Nat.
E.
Oh. Nah, dude. If these women keep fucking up, Mama's going in there, man. You'll see me. I'll come in at noon, and we'll just put Mama on in there, No, so Nat freehanded that tattoo. Actually, Nat freehanded this one too, like the shirt. I like moved weird and wiped the shirt off of this tattoo.
Yes.
And Nat goes, well, I'm just gonna have to freehand it. It's fine. And I was like, whatever.
Fuck it. It's almost like when you drink too much and you forget the next line.
Yeah.
But you're in the middle of it. So,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I actually don't.
Whatever comes out right here.
Fuck
comes
it.
out.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yeah,
I have like
live.
a 2 beer limit when I'm at shows. Like at beer 3. Sorry, at the third 16-ounce Lone Star, the motor function up here on the hand, like it starts to get a little squirrely.
Yeah, he's off. I got a 2-beer limit, so we upgraded from the 12-ounce.
It's not about ounces.
We started at 24. I had to cut back a little bit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So you said you started playing guitar in 2020.
Yeah.
So
That's a big leap.
So you clearly,
I don't think you realize how big of a leap that is.
And you clearly have some sort of like musical gift of some sort, or like you're musically inclined.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's quite normal for somebody to pick up a guitar 4 years ago.
Well, I spent a lot of time.
Hang on. Nick grew up with boats.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, you're a boat kid?
Yeah, but wait, he doesn't fully understand what like
Dude,
a
do you
life
understand something-
struggle really is.
Yeah.
And the amazing things you can do if you're just trying to get through the fucking day.
I have a writing, like my best friend and I like go on dangerous hikes and write some of these songs. He's a sailor, so.
What do y'all do? Y'all like fucking stroll through the hood after midnight?
No, like we go to like, are you guys like national park guys?
I wish I was. I want to be.
Okay, then this is we like go like 5-6 miles, just raw dog 6 miles. Like the last hike that we went on in Portland, like we hiked. I think we hiked 2 miles out to the point. I drank a Four Loko like on the side of a coastal idyllic cliff, and then we hiked back.
Did you get chased by Bigfoot?
I wish. So like I'd spent a lot of time like when you do drum and bugle corps, like you're at the pinnacle of music education for like marching music. Like so I have just like absorbed like a lot of really good pedagogy, which is like the study of how somebody teaches, which is like bullshit. Like, dude, teaching is teaching.
I don't know what the fuck you
But also pedagogy is like important.
It's kind of like Patagonia.
Kind of.
He's going to get there.
That place down like in Argentina?
Sort of.
So like pedagogy is like how you would teach somebody, like the techniques you would use to teach somebody how to tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
I have had like
I'm winging it.
a big
I didn't know what the fuck you said either.
Fuck yeah, I love those vests, dude.
I've been taught like music in like the instrumental like brass, like learning trombone, like a lot of really good people like put a lot of work into me. So when I picked up guitar, I was like, fuck it, man, I want to do this myself. Like I want to, like, you know when you picked up an instrument and you were like in the first grade and you were like a young kid and it was just like it made noise and it was like really cool to you. Mm-hmm. I was like I don't ever want to lose that. So I went and I only played songs that I liked. I played along to recordings. I threw everything that I knew out the window, just so that I would learn to love playing music again. Because when I picked up guitar, I hadn't played my trombone in like 2 years. Like I was
COVID.
Yeah. I was like, I just wasn't. I fell out of love. Like when you learn an instrument, like you have to do it every day.
Yeah.
To be good at it, you have to do it every day.
A lot of people don't realize this.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you take something that's fun and you make it work, it's work.
Yeah, it's work. It's not fun. At some
It's
point,
work.
it becomes not fun. But
I also think that's like how you find out like what you're in lust with and what you're in love with. Because the lust, it'll fade quicker. If you're in love with it, the work's still fun.
I get squirrely if I don't play guitar. If I go like more than 2 or 3 days without playing guitar, like I get squirrely on it. Like I'm like, damn. Mm-hmm. I wish I was playing guitar right now.
I'm the same way with stabbing people. A few days go by, I start getting down in the dumps a little bit.
You're like, damn, dude,
And I'm
nobody's
like, wait
coming
a minute.
in.
Yeah, I need my adrenaline fucking
So every
jump,
week
dude.
sucks for you since you
Pretty
only
much.
work on Thursdays.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
only
dude.
tattoo on Thursdays?
I tattoo on Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Not
It
good.
works well.
That's great.
It works well for me. It works well for me. Man, I'm just at a different price point.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm like a couple decades in.
Okay.
I have the clientele and shit, so I'm not having to hustle every day. And I'm getting old, so I'm trying to find a way to back out so that the other people here I can get them busier, and then I can just be like shop leader. You know what I mean?
That makes
like
sense.
y'all need towels and coffee. I want to go get that. Like I don't want to pour all my heart into fucking doing a tattoo.
Isn't
for
that
somebody
apprentice
every time.
stuff? Isn't that? No, it's not. What is that
No,
like?
dude.
What is y'all's journey like? What is
Look,
that?
okay, so yeah. Fuck it. We're talking about tat shit. God damn it. Okay. Everybody thinks an apprentice is like, okay, we have someone just to take out the trash, go do all of our fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
all that creates is someone that's not going to want to work for you later.
Yeah.
You actually have to show them the business.
Okay.
If you don't show them the fucking business, they're going to fucking open a shop across the street in 3 years and you're going to be mad about it. And it's your fucking fault. It's not their fault. It's your fault.
Yeah.
So if you have an
drove them
apprentice
away.
and all you're doing is having them take out the trash and get your fucking coffee, you're a fucking asshole.
I would
Like,
I
your
would agree with
apprentice
that.
should quit and open across the street because you
Yeah.
ain't fucking helping them out, dude. You got to show them a future. You got to teach them the ins and outs, and you got to make sure that they're able to provide for themselves after you're fucking gone.
Yeah.
If you're doing it a different way, it's fuck. Most
Okay.
people do it a different way.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't think the apprentice is the person that should just take out all the trash
Okay.
and just get coffee. Like, the other
That's
person
very
needs to learn how to
very
tattoo.
progressive of you.
Yeah, but more importantly, they need to learn about the business and how
Yeah.
it functions. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the evolution of it and what's going to happen in the future. They need to be ahead of that, or else, yeah, you
'Cause
fail.
This is like permanent. Like ink is permanent. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and you need to give them a taste of like what this life really is.
Yeah.
Because you don't want them to waste 5 years.
Yeah. Do
And
you
then-
tattoo as well?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
He used to.
You don't want them to waste 5 years and then be like, yeah, this isn't really working out, or this isn't really for
Right.
me. You want them
Yeah.
to know that pretty fucking fast.
Yeah.
You know? You
Right
don't want
out
to
the
waste
fucking
everybody's
gate.
time.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or same thing, you already know, if you're trying to be an independent musician, that's a hard fucking life, dude. 99.9% of the people aren't going to fucking make it.
Yeah.
You know what
Sometimes I give
Tattooing's
people
the same fucking way.
sometimes I give people advice, and it's not really like advice. It's just like, well, what did I do to get here? And they don't.
You were like circus, dude.
They don't take it. Well, it's like, hey, you just have to, hey, make one TikTok a day. If you just make one TikTok, one 15, like one 15-second TikTok is like one new listener. Okay, there are 365 days in the year. If I make one TikTok a day for 365 days, and I maybe like every like 2 or 3 TikToks I get one new listener, like that snowballs.
Dude, I got a better snowball.
Yeah.
I already said it though, dude. Clown makeup, jump on a fucking bull with a guitar in your hand. That's way more than one listener overnight. I promise.
I'm working
in the movie Jackass 5.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on a song called "Urban Cowboy Shouldn't Rodeo," and it's about a kid from the city that runs out to Cheyenne to rodeo, and he dies. Like on
Man,
his
if
first.
y'all want to hear more
like-
about that fucking story, you're going to have to join us on the Patreon.
Yeah, you have to.
Hey,
We
the
got to
cover.
take a potty break because he's
Yeah.
sitting here with a couple old people that need to go pee.
All right.
But hey, check this out real quick. What happened? What? A plug? Oh yeah,
Dude, this is not
Oh,
this
yes.
is
My
not the
bad.
place to ask for drugs, dude.
Follow me at the Amazing Bozo on TikTok and Instagram. Don't look for me on Twitter. It's a picture of my asshole. I'm on all streaming services.
Put clown makeup on that motherfucker.
I'm on all streaming services: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music. If you're French, there's one called Deezer,
This,
and that's not a D's Nuts joke. There's literally one called Deezer, and I'm on it. I have not done any revenue on it, so French people, please hit me up. Shout out to the 24 Canadians. Shout out to the 24 Canadians that have been listening to my stuff religiously. Shout out to the 3 Swedes that were day ones. Some of my day ones were this Swedish kid.
Dang.
He's
Somebody in Norway might listen to this episode.
Swedish is not Norwegian.
yeah. That's
Oh.
yeah. They're close.
I mean, they're neighbors.
Damn, dude.
They're neighbors, but
Damn, I thought it was in Norway.
Shouts out my mom. She's not gonna watch this.
You don't think so?
I hope she doesn't.
You might be surprised. You have to pay to see the dirty half. Or just look at your Twitter, I guess.
is it the Amazing Bozo?
Hey, so
On
yeah,
the
right before we
tweeters?
did the plug, which I was confused because he was saying plug. I'm like, what's he
Yeah,
need a
what is it?
fucking
That
plug
meant something
for?
different. Well, I knew what
Yeah.
you meant. I knew what you meant.
You knew what he meant. I didn't
Yeah.
know what he fucking meant. I was like,
Because we're old.
is his phone out of battery?
Yeah, no.
What the
When
fuck?
somebody says plug, do you have a plug? They mean like plug your social.
I immediately
Well,
think
usually
about
when
drug
he
dealers.
says
yeah,
it-
I know you do.
Usually when
I
he
also
says
it was one or two. It was one of the two.
he's usually talking about a butt plug.
Oh,
So I was confused.
hey man.
But yeah, we were talking about.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah.
So
Can
I personally don't partake, but I
pick
would
up your
hold
boot.
it. Yeah,
No, we were talking about the life.
The
It's
life.
hard, right?
yeah, it's really hard.
The advice I give everyone that ask me,
yeah,
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy,
yeah.
but I wouldn't trade it.
But you wouldn't trade it. Hey, dude.
It's a hard fucking life, dude.
Yeah,
I
that's
find
like
it
a lot,
worth it.
yeah.
I don't think most people will.
Yeah, I that's how I feel about music. Like I am, like this is the only thing that makes me happy. But also,
Vagina.
Yeah. God damn it.
That's a powerful fucking
Yeah,
drug.
dude, it is.
But
Sometimes
also-
blowjobs, mouth to mouth.
Also, like life would be a lot easier if I just took this college degree and I got a real job and I fucked off.
Yeah, but the fun potential isn't there.
Yeah.
The freedom.
I wouldn't be living in my parents' house.
Yeah, you would.
Also, wouldn't be.
You wouldn't get to stress out 30 minutes before a show, wondering where the fucking crowd's at.
Oh,
You know what I
dude.
mean? All that
Yeah,
would go
man.
away?
Oh.
Yeah, all that would go away.
You wouldn't get to be like, you know what? I'm going to roll the dice and have this third beer.
And
then still be able to pull through. And be
Yeah,
like, man.
you wouldn't have a girlfriend not understanding why you need to practice.
Yeah.
It's like you already know how to do that. Why are you practicing again?
Like, babe, do we have to? Babe, Babe, can we hang out on Saturday? No. Hey, babe, I told you, like, I posted about it on Instagram
You can
for the
fix
whole
that
month.
problem, though.
Like,
If that ever comes up, you can fix that problem.
I'm dating my guitar right now again.
That's what we do here. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right,
Thanks
all
for
right.
watching. Bye.